We are Hubdrive. Our vision is to empower people and organizations in HR management.
We want to talk about, after this session about too expensive, we go a step before that in supply chain. We are going to talk about what marketing possibilities do we have to work together, to get to leads, to be successful, to fill up the pipeline, and to get a supply chain running and starting. I have many slides here, I think, for 30 minutes, but there's something that just distracted me a little bit, what we were talking about today and what these guys were just saying, and what happened during lunchtime and before that, because I talked to many of you, and the main issue occurred to me is that before I show any slides or anything, I think it's quite important that the best way we can help each other, or we can help you, because we want to help you, of course, to perform, is that we communicate better. That's the first thing, because what I realize is every partner is different. And every partner has different needs or different problems, for example. Some partners say, yeah, I don't have a problem to generate leads, I just have a problem to convert them. Other partner could say, I do have problems to generate leads because I do not know where or why. Now, why is wrong? Where? Why would be funny. And the other one could say, yeah, I do generate leads, but they are the wrong leads. They're the wrong persons to talk to. So the main issue about everything is that we talk to one another, that we understand what your problems are and how we can help you out with those problems. Because if we have a general agenda, we have a toolbox, so to say, where you can have this or that, and we can help you a little bit, of course. Yeah. But the main thing is that we talk together on a regular basis to find out, on the one hand, what is your problem, or where can we help you, and on the other hand, how can we do that? Yeah, so that we really have, and people say business plans for that. Yeah, but I wouldn't go so and put it that high. Or it's not pathetic, but let's do a plan for that. Yeah, what we are already started is we started doing sure fixes. Yeah, installing sure fixes with each and every one of you, because we think this is the basis for us to perform much better. And this is the core of what we are doing, is communication. Yeah. I just think of it, because it's so simple. Because I wrote something down here. What can we do together? That was Tobias was asking, and I was like, communication. That's the key. Yeah? Sounds so simple, but how often my wife says to me, "Why didn't you tell me?" It's a simple question, right? Yeah, but it's not only true for the private sector or for a relationship in the family. It's also true for the relationship when we're working together. Because only if we really talk to each other, then we can help each other out. That's the same. Doesn't matter if you're married or if you have a business relationship. So that's something I wanted to say before, because I think this is most important of all, that we communicate. And if we do not already have installed sure fixes with someone of you or talked about that, please get to me afterwards, and we will do that immediately. Yeah? Because we have 2 weeks in between, at the beginning, where we say, okay, let's do sure fixes and talk about what we can do in marketing aspects, also in other fields. But for me, I'm responsible for the marketing, so that's quite important, that we have on a regular basis, that we are talking, that we are having a chat about what are the next steps and what are the steps. Maybe we have a general agenda that is for a year or something, and we also have an agenda for the next months. Yeah? But if you're not talking about that and everybody's waiting, that would be a problem. So that's our first offer, is that we are offering those meeting points, those sure fixes, where we can talk about your special needs and how we can help them out. Okay, so having said that, I'm done. No, not already. So Yeah, I think you know me already. So this is our toolbox as of today. As of today means can change all the time because, of course, the market is changing. You give us different inputs, and we realize things that go well. We realize things where we had approach and it came out. It didn't come out that well. So things are always dynamic a little bit. One of the most important things when it comes to lead generation, because this is something everybody is asking, of course. Yeah, where can we and how can we generate leads? And we are not. I don't know who told that, but we are not inventing a new wheel or something. It's a saying in Germany. We still know out of our experience that exhibitions are a really good method to get leads. Because it's different. I don't know if you realize it today when you look people in the eye. And I met somebody today for the first time in person. We only met via Teams, and we looked at each other. And he said, "Oh, you're taller," and I said, "Ah, and you're smaller." It's like the personal connection you have meeting somebody you have when you're meeting somebody directly in person is so much better than when you do it via Teams or something. Teams is working in many places, but generating leads, talking to somebody directly is easier. That's what I'm trying to say. Is easier when you do it one-on-one. And if somebody is entering an exhibition, people are coming and visiting exhibitions, they have an intent. They do not just go there and say, "Oh, let's see what they have. I don't know what to do, and let's go to the exhibition." No, normally not doing that, because they are looking for something. They're looking for new technology. They're looking for new advice, and that is why that's a really good place to get leads. If we think about, I think we have the greatest fair in Germany is the Zukunft Personal Europe. That's in Cologne. And I think we had, in these 3 days, we had about 150, I'm looking to my team, but something like that, 150, 160 leads, qualified leads. I mean, within 3 days. So it's just a number, and the conversion of those leads on trade shows are mostly not that bad. Because, as I said, people have a special intent when they attend the trade show. So what we are offering, why exhibitions? That's what I was telling you. It's very effective, and it's for us. It's up to date. Next to our webpage, we are responsible for our webpage. Is the most effective way to generate leads. In fact, so of course, search engine optimization is a huge anchor point, because people are searching for keywords, and if you can be found, of course, people go to your website and the journey can start. So this is where we generate where we generate many leads. Most leads we generate via trade shows all around the world. So we have a lot of experience in doing so. I think Francisco's mentioned it twice or thrice even today, that we are special, and it's sometimes hard to work with us, but we have experience in what we do, and we know what makes us or made us successful up to now. It's not quite a bad way we took. So we have really good experience, and we hand over those experience and we do those shows. So that's what we want to do. It's our aim to do that together with you, with partners. Yeah, so that we can benefit both of those trade shows. That's what I said. Focus on invest face to face. That I already mentioned that. What I didn't mention is the Microsoft looks. I mean, you're working together with us. You know that there might be some parallels. Sometimes people do not know when they talk to you. Are we Microsoft? Who are we? Yeah, and although we handed over the lead, we said we are Hubdrive, and we handed over. Yesterday we had the chat, didn't we? And they still think we're Microsoft. That's okay. Why not? I mean, could be worse, right? Because the connection to Microsoft is really important because Microsoft gives you trust, of course. Microsoft as a brand is huge, it's really huge. And if people think you are Microsoft, or at least you're a close partner to Microsoft, that's of course something that gives you a little bit more recommendation before you have even started talking to people. So the looks here, you see the booth here, and where it says HR management in the Microsoft world, it's on the top, and it has a little bit of brand of Microsoft. And the funny thing about it is it was sponsored by Microsoft. So Microsoft knows that we are doing that because, of course, we're selling their licenses. Yeah, so it's also not so bad for Microsoft if we do not pretend to be Microsoft, but if we look alike sometimes. Okay, so what we offer, we have a full event service here, marketing material, co-presence, lead management. When you go with us on a trade show, that's your leads, it's not ours. And we get direct feedback and we have a professional onboarding. That's the point where I said we are special. Of course, we do onboarding and we have a trade show training, but this is very, very useful. We found out and we get feedback for that and said, oh yeah, thanks, because the approach is a little bit different. We're not talking, no, can I show you something? But we're talking about potential. Yeah, we're talking about trying to get out numbers in people's brains, and that's our approach, and therefore we have a professional onboarding. We always exhibit, we try always to exhibit with our partners, and here just many things I've already said, that we can build relationships, of course, with our sales force, but you get, of course, contact to companies looking for a solution now. And that's very, very interesting for us as a lead channel. Okay. So what happens afterwards is, I think everybody of you knows the co-sell approach. If not, we can talk about that, of course, later. But this is something we really, truly believe in, because as it is true for trade shows that we have experiences in what we do, we also do have that, of course, for the sales process, and we're always trying to help. And this is why we say afterwards we have the co-sell approach, as we do have with other leads as well. So these are just some impressions. Last year we've been to London with our partners of Cloud 2020. We've been to Orlando. We've been to Las Vegas, Cologne, Hamburg. This year we'll be in Zurich in some weeks. We will be in Stuttgart, in Chicago. So there are many places we will visit, because it's so. Yeah, it's a great lead machine. We are investing in that. It gives you, if we invest in trade shows all around the world, I think it gives a good impression why we do that, because we think we know that they work. Okay, it's just some impressions of the trade shows all around the world. This is an old. No, it's not very up to date, but doesn't matter. There are many trade shows ahead. This is something we have a sponsorship package. Normally, it's just an example of it, how it could look like. It's different for the Zukunft Personal Suite. Is next week or the week after. Cosmo is one of our partners who's joining us there. So when we do that, we agree on a sponsorship, and if you do several trade shows, of course, we can agree on any discounts or something like that. We are just, it's for us, it's important that we are both involved. That's the most important thing. Okay. The second thing is conferences. It is something different. What we when we talk about conferences, it's if you have roadshows, if you have some in-house event, or if you really have events on site, that is what we think of as a conference. So we were just talking. You would like to do something in the US as a conference. This is your conference, and this is something different. But this is, of course, also a great possibility. And what we can do there, we can be there as a brand. Yeah, we can talk as a brand, and we can tell your customers that we have good connection. We of course can be like Microsoft today, appear as experts. Yeah, and also give more trust to the event itself. So if you have something like that, or if you think, or if you say, oh, this might be opportunity, let's talk about it. Let's communicate, and we find a way how we can make that happen. Then we have what we have on App Source is we have some possibilities to show you as a partner there. It's a little bit complicated. I do not want to go into detail because it would be too long, but there's a possibility that we can show you there. Of course, when you say, oh, I want to be more present on App Source, if you become a software partner, you will be, definitely. App Source is also something sometimes underestimated because we once had a month at the beginning, it was some years ago, where we had in a month 1,000 leads from App Source. Nowadays, we do not have 1,000 leads from App Source every month. It's been diminishing, but it's still a good, yeah, it's still a good place to get leads because people are interested, and of course, people show what Microsoft holds for possibilities for them, and AppSource is a place where we should be found, and there we can try to add you as well as a partner. Webinar series or webinar series. Webinars are the smaller sister of trade shows, if you want a little bit like that. Webinars we can offer easy because we've done that a lot of times, but of course we do that along with your approach. It depends on what kind of environment you want to do a webinar. If you have a webinar series, if you have a webinar to customers, to potential customers, we can adapt to that. We can do walkthroughs. Of course, we can do that. So there we have possibilities. We did that with a lot of partners already. Last time we did something was with Telecom, where we had a business breakfast, for example, and these are good. These are good moments and good situations where you can make not the make first contacts. Yeah, and then you have to nurture those contacts because just because of a webinar, nobody is directly saying, "Oh yeah, I will buy that." Yeah, but once you're on a trade show and you talk to somebody, that might happen. That's the difference between one-on-one, and it's the difference because you're talking, yeah, you have 20 or 30 minutes or 40 minutes if somebody's really interested. And on a webinar, you're talking to, I don't know, 30, 50 people. Of course, it's a different approach here. But we can offer that. What we can offer as well is that we can do it in our studio for you, for example, because what we did here was with Telecom in our studio. This was our breakfast here. And the others got a little package sent to them where they could have breakfast, and we can do that out of our studio, and we have different possibilities to get in contact there. Marco Brose was there as well, and could be shown, and we talked about our solution, we talked about the possibilities and the potentials. Yeah, that's what we did here. Then the shoe fixes. There is, I didn't do that on purpose, but I really like that. It is like in the center of everything. Yeah, that's because that's why I wanted to start with that beforehand. Communication is the key. Let's do those shoe fixes, and if really, if we haven't installed one yet, please let me know. Yeah. What a shoe fix is. Okay, no, the first, let's communicate. Yeah, it's good. Okay, it's just a regular, it's a regular meeting where we talk about a certain topic in general. A shoe fix, I have shoe fix, for example, with my teammates, yeah, with one-on-ones with my teammates. A shoe fix, we talk about their, yeah, how is it going, how their day, how their week was. You can have this bi-weekly, bi-weekly, whatever it is. It is the definition is that that is a repeating meeting to talk about a special topic. Yeah. So I like it to be in the center because this is communication, as I said, is the key. Social media. That's also a good example we did because we talked to each other was that we also Telecom in this case was coming to us and said, yeah, we are interested in doing something on LinkedIn and we need to have an article there. Could you help us out because you're the experts and could you write something for us? And what happened is that we wrote in this case, I wrote an article, and Marco, you can see here, Marco was the one who was publishing it. Yeah, no problem because for us it's no problem because we say if you are Telecom, your brand is even more known than our brand is, so that's not a problem at all. But the thing is that we can work together. They told us what they want to do, and we helped them out. We wrote an article for them. It's about 11 minutes if you read that. So quite something substantial. But this is where we can help people out. We have kind of a toolbox. We have Maximilian. I don't know where he is. He's responsible for our media and for content, and this is something that helps us because we can generate content for you. Yeah, we can also, out of those webinars, for example, we can generate videos for you, video clips for you. Somebody was asking for gated content. Gated content, I don't know if everybody knows of you, gated content is something where you give your address or contact details in a way, and then afterwards you get a contact. You get content. A white paper would be you get a white paper about how to be a millionaire in 2 days. I just need your email address. So this is gated content. And if you want to have something like that, of course, we can work on that. Yeah, it's not a problem. We have most of the things we have in our systems. We just have to adapt them. We have to put them together in the right way. Okay. So Microsoft campaigns. This is in special something we are on sponsorship programs, like many of you as your partners are as well. But there are special sponsorship partnership programs when you're in ISV, and we are also learning about those partnerships more and more. We are on a program where we can learn how to use our benefits in a proper way, and there are some possibilities to share that with you. There is just just what is possible out here, and if somebody's interested in, or when we do our show fixes, we will talk about that as well. Yeah, because we can, if somebody's interested in expansion into other markets, for example, we can maybe be the one who helps out there and make the connection, and do that together, for example. You know? Lead generation campaigns as well is what is offered, because we did one that wasn't the best lead generation campaign I ever did, but at least there are programs and there are solutions there that might help, and they might be helpful, and we can work something out together. Then we have templates. Of course, we have templates like the article I've shown. We have mail templates when you want to send out mails that's an old one, but it doesn't matter because we can design it in whatever, however you want, or you design it and we just give you the data. That's not a problem. So a template for that. We also have templates for social media posts and stuff like that, but it's always good because we do not have, not yet, a marketing team with 20 people. So it's always good if you talk about and know when you want to post something, because then we can easily plan that and then we can help you. You know? I know that sometimes the market is a dynamic one, it's not a problem, but if we try to plan some steps beforehand, that would be easier for us. And this is something that is also very important to me. We want to support our partners, so we want to support you when you have ideas or when you have made experiences and where you said, oh, in another case that was very successful, why don't we do something like that together in your field? For example, if somebody is saying, it's just out of, it's no agenda behind that or hidden agenda behind that. If somebody says, yeah, You know, online you can have those software portals where you can compare software portals. Yeah, you test 24 or so pages like that, and this is an old search engine optimization trick that or hack that you do a page yourself and you promote what you want to promote there, but you use the keywords and you resemble a neutral party, but you are not neutral, for example. That's just an example. If you had experiences with that, and say, oh, we can go that way because that would be interesting if we can do that also within the HR industry, let's try, let's talk about that. If you, because many of you have their own experiences, and of course we want to learn as well, and want to see where we can improve those ideas together with you. It does not always have to be our way. Let's find the way together. Okay, I think that's everything. Contact me and my team, but we should have already contacted you. If not, please let me know to those regular meetings, and then we will support you and we will find a way together what is appropriate for you and what is the right fit for you, and then we can do something together. Okay? Thank you very much.